the Shorty Bull. Subscribe so we can hit that goal of 1,000 subscribers. I initially wasn't going to make a video about the Shorty Bull for this series. When most people hear bulldog, they think of the English bulldog and think that the only bulldogs left in the world are only companions. I wanted this series to focus primarily on the many working bulldogs that are still out there. And when I first found out about the Shorty Bull, I thought this was another bulldog that's only meant for companionship, not for work. But I was wrong. The Shorty Bull is actually bred for its working ability. However, not for the kind of farm work performed by the other bulldog breeds I've made videos for. This breed was founded by Jamie Sweet and Amy Krogman in Kansas. Jamie Sweet would enter her dogs in weight pulling competitions. She observed that smaller bulldog breeds performed very well in contests. Sweet decided to develop this new breed to be a powerful yet compact small bulldog that is willing and healthy enough to work. She and fellow breeder Amy Krogman produced the first Shorty Bulls in the early 2000s. I'm not certain, but this might be the newest dog breed I've ever talked about in a video. It is still somewhat a work in progress. The Shorty Bull is unlike many other modern small bulldog breeds due to the fact that there isn't any pug or Boston Terrier in their ancestry. Some of the breeds that are used to create it include the English Bulldog, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and the French Bulldog. Jamie Sweet has stated that those who come into contact with a Shorty Bull should get the impression of a little tank. They have very well-defined muscles, thick bones, and a wide frame to help them when weight pulling. Weight pulling is basically the canine equivalent of a weightlifting competition. It isn't for everyone. One has to know their own limits to best avoid serious injury. Take a moment to guess how much a Shorty Bull can pull. For context, Shorty Bulls are 13 to 16 inches at the withers, and there is no minimum weight for this breed. The preferred weight for a male is 30 to 34 pounds, and females should be around 28 to 32 pounds. Some are as high as 45 pounds, others are as low as 15 pounds. With that in mind, take this last final moment to take your best guess before I tell you how much they can pull. One of Jamie Sweet's foundation dogs could consistently pull 2,000 pounds, while only weighing 40 pounds herself. That's almost the weight of a smart car. The world record for weight pulling belongs to an Alaskan Malamute who pulled 5,400 pounds. Once again, you don't want to strain your dogs too much. Much like weightlifting, you need to add weight little by little. Shorty Bulls can do many other forms of work as well. There is a show called Top Dog where dogs and their handlers have to go through an obstacle course. Some contestants are labeled as a top dog, and others are labeled as the underdog. One of these underdogs was a Shorty Bull named Minion, and the top dog he was competing against was a 7-year-old German Shepherd who worked as a police dog. Not only must the handler and the dog traverse an obstacle course, the dog also has to bite a bad guy before crossing the finish line. Because Minion couldn't reach his arms, he went for his crotch twice, and he ended up winning by a few seconds. Shorty Bulls are very healthy dogs due to being a new breed and also a working breed. Cesarean sections might be needed, but it's very rare. Shorty Bulls have a life expectancy of 10 to 12 years, but again, they are very new. That life expectancy may increase in the future. Something I found that was kind of unusual was that when I was reading about the breed standard, it stated that erect ears are considered a fault. Their ears should either be cropped or uncropped. That's kind of strange. The Shorty Bulls can do very well in apartments. They can do well in most living situations, really, so long as it's close to its family. These dogs are very energetic and will accept any and every opportunity to engage in physical activity. However, unless I'm mistaken, they do tire out rather quickly. Shorty Bulls aren't a breed that need to work all day long like a Border Collie or a Husky. Weight pulling would seem much more cruel if it lasted that long. Much like a champion weightlifter, they put in a brief performance that they put their full effort into. If you don't want to try weight pulling, a Shorty Bull would be just as satisfied with agility, a fun outdoor game, or a long walk or run. Also, be sure your fence is over 4 feet tall because they are very good at jumping. These dogs can be great with kids if raised properly, and it's equally important for the children to be taught how to properly interact with dogs. Shorty Bulls would get along great with another dog that they were raised with. They can have same-sex aggression, so be sure to socialize them very early on and often. They also have quite the prey drive, so be aware that they might chase the family cat. It's best to have the cat first and to raise your Shorty Bull to be calm when it's around. They also make good watchdogs and will bark to alert you when someone is at the door. They are very good with the guests and make friends quickly. Shorty Bulls are very eager to please and would do best with positive reinforcement. So would I consider bringing a Shorty Bull into my home? I find these dogs very interesting. I couldn't find any traits that were deal breaking for me, so I think there's a very good chance that I will get one someday. This was the last episode of my Bulldog miniseries, for now at least. I've enjoyed seeing all the working Bulldogs that are still out there and learning about how they compare with one another. All Bulldog breeds have such a loving personality, and they add zest to their handlers' lives. My 3 favorite from this series are the Shorty Bull, the American Bulldog, and the Alapaha Blue Blood Bulldog. My next video will be about the Car Shepherd. Let me know what dog-related topics you'd like me to talk about. And now is the best time for you to give me your requests. I'll be able to fulfill them rather quickly. For those of you who are new here, I like to discuss groups of similar dog breeds in mini-series. I like to do it this way instead of just making a top 10 list because it gives each dog breed the individual attention it deserves. And once I conclude one of these series, I'll take time to fulfill requests or to talk about any dog breed or topic I feel like. And then I make polls across my various social media accounts to decide what group of breeds I make a mini-series for next. So please subscribe, share with a friend. I would really appreciate it. Do you have any experience with Shorty Bulls? Tell me about it in the comments. Have a great day, and think about how there is a 40-pound dog that can pull 2,000 pounds every time you doubt your ability to do basic exercises.